What up everyone, it's your girl Chantaé Candize. I'm back at it again. We're talking about our first episode now of Young in Debt or Young and Broke. Wow, I don't even remember my series name, but I feel like I'm not gonna have a definite name because with this program, essentially we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow together. We're gonna become financially stable. We're gonna get some savings. We're gonna be little to no debt free. Well, that didn't make sense. We're gonna have little to no debt. There we go. So first episode, you're gonna think, okay Chantaé, seriously, this is really like, you really gonna put out this first episode like this? But I think it's really crucial for us just to get this out of the way and really talk about it. And the first topic we're gonna talk about is getting to know your finances. Now, as simple and as as basic as can get, basically, a lot of people don't understand what they have in terms of assets, liabilities, simple accounts such as their checkings, everyday savings. Like, people genuinely just don't have a clue. So my first thing I'm gonna say is look into the account you have. So let's simply just look at all of our accounts. If you don't have online banking, I would recommend going to your bank and asking for a portfolio printout. Now, what a portfolio printout is essentially is it shows all of your accounts with whatever financial institution you're with. So for example, if you're with like I don't know, like CIBC or something, you go ask for a printout and it shows all of your accounts. Well, actually I shouldn't say that because I don't know if all banks do that. I don't know about CIBC. I know about my banks. But you ask for a printout of all your accounts, and then you can see your checkings, if you have a savings, as well as like your mutual funds or whatever it may be in between. And ask for that so you could just get an idea of what you have, because a lot of times people have opened accounts in previous years, or they've opened it without contributing anything, so they totally forget about it because essentially the account is just sitting there with nothing in there, nothing going out, nothing coming in. So it's good just to have an idea of all your accounts, and it's nice to see it on paper so you can kind of get an idea of, okay, so I have like these 2 checkings accounts, I have a high interest tax-free savings account, I have an everyday savings, I have mutual funds, I have GI, like it goes on. So just get an idea of all the accounts that you have. So once you've looked at all these accounts, you can say, okay, so my checkings account, I use this all the time, my payroll comes in, all of my automatic bills come out of this, I do my groceries, I get my little spending cash from this account. Okay, this is needed, which is a given. But if you have a second checkings account, and you don't really see much activity, or you don't really use it, more of just kind of like you just kind of throw extra cash in there, reconsider, do you really need it? Because I found personally that once I started to open up a ton of accounts, I was getting confused on where all my money was going. So I would have this account where like all my payroll, I do all my bills, I'll do my cash withdrawals, I'll do everything from this one account. Then I had another account that had like random little bits and change that I'd always like basically just transfer back to my main checkings account. So I was like, there's no purpose of this. So really just look into the simple accounts that you have and try to see if those accounts are beneficial for you, because some banks, they're better for certain practices in comparison to other banks. Like I know Tangerine is a really good account. I personally like Tangerine for like students. I would recommend. Again, I can't say because I'm not like a financial advisor, but working in the financial industry really closely with it, I can see like some banks really do really well with like personal banking, so like your everyday banking, you don't really get service fees and stuff. And other banks are really good for like small businesses or just, you know, handling investments. So for example, if you are a full-time student and you're getting charged, I don't know, say like $10.95 a month for a basic everyday checkings account, you could save that $10.95 a month and just switch over to a student account. So for example, for a lot of banks, you just have to go into a branch, present like a student card, a schedule, or like a times table, or like a receipt for your tuition for the year, and your account could be changed. And for that, you get a lot of banking benefits, like free banking, like usually 25 free transactions. I believe that's like the minimum for like almost all the banks across the board in Canada at least. And you get basically a helping hand with your banking if you are, for example, like a student. So you can get a lot more benefits in comparison to your account slowly just, you know, losing money, because the 1095 adds up throughout the year. It could be a bit of a shocker when the new month comes and you get charged a 1095 when you could have really saved that to put towards your transportation or food or supplies, whatever it may be. That 1095 adds up, or even better, put it towards your savings account. So it's little stuff like that. Or for example, if you're someone who doesn't use their account often, there's oftentimes really minimum accounts that are very cheap, offer a very limited transaction, but it works better for you. You can avoid those charges. You can feel better banking knowing that you're saving a bit of money. Or if you're someone that uses their account religiously and is always using it, you do a lot of banking, you know, just look into accounts that help you better with your daily life, because banks are here to help you for a reason. And if you notice that your financial institution isn't working well for you, look into other banks, because a lot of banks offer different things. Like I said, a lot of banks, they're really good. They specialize, I feel like, in one aspect of life better than other banks. So again, if you're like an everyday student or you're just someone who just wants to throw their like extra cash into a bank account, look into like a bank that offers something that you really don't have to spend your money. Or if you're someone who's like a small business owner, look into other banks. I'm not gonna point out specific banks by like names, but I am pretty knowledgeable on two of them. It's just little stuff like that. So just get to know your bank, get to know what your purpose for your accounts are, see what can benefit you, what you prefer about other banks, what you need in your life, what's your day-to-day use with your bank. Because again, your money is your money. It comes into your life every single day. Even if you don't like talking about it, you don't think about it, every day you basically interact with money. So find something that fits you best. And then if you're not sure, you can definitely set up appointments and you can speak to advisors from different banks just to get an idea. But again, now everything is online, so you could do your own research. And if you have any further questions, there's always usually like a telebank number, or again, just sit and meet with an advisor. It takes probably like 2 minutes to make an appointment and just get to know, kind of pick the advisor's brains and see what accounts work best for you. And that goes as well with savings, because I notice a lot of people have tons of savings accounts and they get very confused because they're like, I have like this automatic payment of like $10 that goes from my checkings to my savings every paycheck, and I don't know where this is going. And a lot of times people have no idea they have like trust funds. They don't even know about like their basic everyday savings, and they're like shocked when they find out that they have all these accounts and they've accumulated such great balances in there. So it's nice to have multiple savings accounts, but again, if you're someone who's just working one job, you have bills to pay, or you pay for your commute, whatever it may be, having multiple savings account may not be beneficial to you. Just having one or two, like an everyday savings and like a tax-free savings. We will go into like the different type of savings accounts later on in another episode. But again, those might work a bit better for you, and you have to remember there's pros and cons to both. One has a higher interest rate, but one kind of has like a bit of a restriction as well. You know, it just all depends on your lifestyle and your frequency of use, as well as your goals for it. So whether you want to be saving for a long term or short term, if you want to be saving up to pay off your tuition, if you want to buy a car, if you want to go on a little vacation, a little trip to New York, do a little shopping with the girls, one of those, you know, just all depends. Okay, sorry, my camera cut off. But again, with the savings account, just there's so many different options, and sometimes the account that you have could be better for you, or you just simply not essentially need it, but there could be, like I said, just in general, something better for you. So that's my first episode. Really it's just simply getting to know your account. What does your account have to offer? What are the gains? What is a con about it? What can be improved? Do you even think your financial institution that you're with is the best fitted for you? Just little things like that, just really just getting to know your account, because really you'd be shocked. A lot of people don't even know they get charged for overdraft monthly. They don't even use it. A lot of people don't even know about the interest on their accounts, or just the account's benefits, the account's the account's features. There's a lot to offer. Some accounts have maintenance that needs to be required to, you know, get better banking. Like, can you maintain $5,000 a month for your account to be like like one of the best accounts? Like, you know, it's like little stuff like that. So again, it's just really just getting to know your accounts, what is there, and how it's helping you. How does it shape your banking? How does it shape how you spend? How does it shape how you save? So on that end, I'm gonna cut it a bit short because I know this is, you know, I was getting into it, but I really feel like it's really important, especially for young people, to really, you know, I can't even say it's just us millennials, because I was actually reading an article. It's about Ontarians, and it was basically saying 49% of Ontarians live paycheck to paycheck. So that's basically half of Ontario's population is living paycheck to paycheck. And it was, I forgot the exact number, but people over 40 were a big chunk of the people, which is a given because they're the baby boomers. You know, they had us, they had the young millennials. So they have a lot of debt. Everything went up in terms of pricing, gas, food, tuition. Like, it's crazy. And, you know, a lot of times people complain, well, it's a nationwide kind of thing. People are complaining that everything's going up, the cost of living is going up, but our pays are staying the same, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna check in with y'all next week. You're gonna see exactly. I'm gonna see if like I can mix like the weeks between like saving and debt, saving and loans, like, you know, just get a bit of a mix, so it's not all like lecture. And maybe I'm gonna try to see if I can get a bit more like footage or do something like that's a bit more personable, because I want people to get more comfortable with their finances. Like I said, I work with people and their money, and it gets people very uncomfortable. Money makes people emotional. It truly does. Money does make people emotional. So we're trying to get comfortable. We're trying to be like, yo, what up finances? What's Gucci? You know, just get comfortable, get to know your finances, and not to be scared of them. Because really, you need to have money for a rainy, stormy day. You need to have money for a sunny day in the tropics. You need to have money to go get a slice of pizza. Alright guys, so before I just keep blabbing, you can check me on my social medias, links down below. You can ask me any questions, email down below as well. Any tips and advice from me, I will take that as well. If you like this series, give it a thumbs up. If you're feeling it, just let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Toodles! Bye.